What's up YouTube, Jamie the Kid 00 here, and I'm back with my updated wind-up deck profile. Everything's actually here now, so like my other video you saw with some of the proxies in, you can completely forget about, because that deck really didn't work too well for me at locals. I've tested this one at a small locals. I went, I think, 2-2, losing out to Insectors and Gravekeepers, because this deck fails so hard against Necro Valley, it hurts. And Insectors, it was a good game. It was a good game. It manages to kick Light Swans around though. Either way, let's get straight into the build because I don't really have much to say on it. So first up we have 3 obligatory sharks. This card is nuts. Probably, I mean, if they don't hit the loop, this is what has to be hit, but they're gonna hit the loop. Next up are the 3 wind-up magicians. You don't run any less than this because if you can open magician and shark, you've got the loop anyway, so you don't need any of that. 3 wind-up rats, because rat is absolutely amazing. It's tour guide from the graveyard, so it lets this deck run 6 tour guides basically, and is essential for your hand loop. And then for the tech wind-ups, I run 1 rabbit now. 3 didn't work, but I like the 1 to just reuse my wind-up effects and my factories. I run the 1 hunter for the loop, and I run 1 kitten, because kitten solves all my problems. A lot of people really don't like to run this, but Kitten just bounces all the horrible monsters at card effects, and Battle just can't get around. So this is an absolutely amazing card. Like, you can bounce Evolzar stuff all day. Rabbit hates this card. I mean, some people say take it out for Grand Mole, but this is searchable. So I much prefer this over Grand Mole in the wind-up deck. Right, if I can get rid of these. Yeah, I think I can. I'm going to make another mess. Put them over there. Next up, kind of the non-wind-up stuff I run is 2 Genex Ally Birdmans. This deck swarms so well, and you can easily make really big synchros like Trishula and things like that. So you've really got to run Birdman, because it gives you plays that Xyzs really can't do. Because at the moment we're kind of lacking in the Xyz department for things that can just really remove from play stuff. We don't really have any Scrap Dragons and stuff like that, except for maybe Adreus and Tyrus, which I'm still working on getting. So if you've got any Adreus and Tyrus and Zenmaios for trade, let me know. Just any level 5 Xyzs. Next up, I run at the moment 3 tour guide from the Underworld and the tour bus. Big shout outs to True Liquidus Snake, which I'll try and put up around here, because this tour guide and this tour bus are his at the moment. I've got another tour guide on order now, so I've got a 3rd one on the way. But he loaned me these 2 for locals, and they were absolutely amazing. The deck runs so much more smoothly with 3 tour guides. Bus is alright. I don't like drawing it, but it's handy to have. Like, if you go tour guide, tour bus, you can recycle the tour guide, and it gives you far more consistency with your guides, especially in wind-ups when you have to hit into level 3s really fast. And of course I run the obligatory Sangan. So yeah, shout outs. Check this guy's channel out if the prompt is still there. Sangan. The hand traps as they are, I run 1 Maxi because I only have 1. If you've got any more Maxis for trade, let me know. I'll probably post a new trade binder soon. And 2 effect Veilers, because the Veilers, as far as that opponent hand looping go, Veilers can be like Maxis in stopping the hand loop from happening, but I'd much rather run like 2 Veilers, 3 Maxis and things like that. But definitely have to run Veilers in this format, because it stops Insectors as well. This destroys Insectors. So, and final hand trap card was Gauze. I didn't really like Gauze that much in this deck. I much prefer Tragodia, so I'm probably going to take him out for a Tragodia, or 2. Probably going to have to put a second Tragodia in. Onto the spells, I ran 1 Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Heavy Storm. Yeah, some people don't run Heavy Storm because they run continuous stuff in this deck. I think it really needs Heavy Storm, because I played against the Insector player, game 1, and he knew I played wind-ups, so he immediately set his whole hand, turn 1, and I didn't even have to hand loop, and I just Heavy Stormed, and then the next time he got card advantage, I hand looped him for the win of game 1, but every other game I failed out at. And then otherwise I run 1 Mind Control, because this deck's level modulation is crazy, 2 MSTs, and a Book of Moon. I side the 3rd MST because this deck hates Barracrow so much. Otherwise I run 3 Wind-Up Factories, because they're pretty self-explanatory. Salvage, which is a devastating tech card in this deck. I might bump it up to 2, because recycling Sharks is just nutty. So you can get into so many different Xyzs. And, of course, the Pot of Avarice. This is why this deck fails so hard against Gravekeepers, because your Salvage, your Reborns, your Rats, everything's dead. So I definitely need to start siding Dust Tornadoes for that very reason. On to the traps, I really don't run that many. I run a Torrential Tribute, 2 Solemn Warnings, a Solemn Judgment, and a Dust Shoot. I didn't like Dust Shoot before, because Dust Shoot slowed the deck down, but you've really just got to run it. it's so useful to have around. So Dust Shoot. Onto the extra deck, I run the token for Gauze, 2 wind-ups and mains. I'm considering dropping down to 1, but I don't know. The set goes into Zen mains so much, but Zen mains cries to things like Grand Mole, which I ran into at the tournament. But these two are still absolutely nuts. I run 3 wind-up carriers and Mighty. I managed to get an ultimate one on the weekend, so I managed to give my girlfriend one back, because now I'm only borrowing one from her. But Zen Mighty, essential for the hand loop, essential for getting into some combos. I like this card, but aside from the hand loop, it's not that amazing. But I've yet to test it enough, really. 1 Leviair, because this deck has tour guides. 2 Leviathans, because this deck has tour guides, and it is a real good muscle card when you want to get over things like Stardust. You can at least even them out, and it really doesn't cost you that much to make it. And 1 Utopia to round off the Xyzes. For the Synchros, I really wish I could boost up the Synchros, but I need to find room in the extra for it. I run the obligatory Synchros basically. Other than that, I run a Scrap Dragon, and I run a Trishula. Because all these cards are really invaluable, even if you're only running Monster Reborn. So I had people comment saying, why aren't you running tuners? A, Veiler is a tuner, and I use it quite a lot as a tuner. And B, I run Monster Reborn and Mind Control, and people do leave me tuners. I had a Dragon player leave a Delta Flyer on his field at the end of his turn when he had 2 Red Eyes Darkness Metals, a 5-headed dragon, and something else on his field. Two Red Eyes Darkness Metals, And I just controlled the Delta Flyer, summoned a rat or something, or my last tour guide, because I only had 2 at that point. Went into Brionac, dumped my hand, and then bounced his entire field and swung. I still lost that game, but it's just the fact that the Brionac was so devastating. I still lost that game because he just dropped them out again next turn. But yeah, either way, guys, this has been my wind-up deck profile. This has been my redone one, so this is what I would definitely run at any kind of major tournament. Kind of shout-outs, even if you probably will never watch this video, to Joe Bogley from America. He's quite a big player. I got most of the inspiration for this deck profile from him, and it really helped me improve my build, so thank you. But otherwise, yeah, guys, check out True Liquid a Snake for loaning me the tour guides, and I'll be back soon with more videos. Have a good one. Oh, and let me know what you think in the comment box below.